Hey there, this is Jay-gon Jinn, back here once again with another Saber review. This particular one here, designated Chrome Saber 36. This was originally built so I could use up some extra parts that I had in my cabinet. It turns out when I got into working on it that the plans got changed as usual. I was supposed to have a chrome sink drain sleeve and a Parks clamp. Excuse me, that I've had kicking around for a couple of years, and I got looking at it and decided that it really would be better off to have the heavier duty sleeve material instead in the custom Saber shop. We have the nice black and silver finish on this. Is the one of the Ace Rockets Obi-Wan Phantom Menace pommels. So I did some custom cuts on the sleeve back here and revealed the 4-inch extension that I painted with some semi-gloss enamel spray paint and baked the finish on there. Over here we have cover tech and a couple of nicks where the Dremel cutting wheel decided to skip out of the way and take a run across the sleeve as I was working on it. That happens once in a while. I could have. It's a little too deep to sand it out, and the only really other way to get rid of it would have been to cut that section out, and I didn't want to go that far, so decided to leave it and just let the Saber have kind of a used but well-maintained look. Like maybe that's damaged from being dropped or whatever. Up front here I have the usual grip cutout window, and then I also added cutouts along the bottom. You can see the ribbed extension there. A couple of Jay-gon Jinn style slots in the back. This is, of course, the recharge port. Up here reviews the TCSS. This is a style, I believe it's a style 5 palm, blade holder emitter. Now the box was a little interesting deal because I had drilled some holes in this, thinking I was going to put mini tactiles, the long ones, sticking through there. Turns out those were drilled too low in the box to do that, and I had planned on reusing those as holes for a couple of accent LEDs, and was going to put the switches over here. And it turns out they really didn't like those the brown, really long plunger style tactiles for that, because you have to cut them off to get them to fit right. And the last one I did just didn't look very good, so I decided to do a little search, and I found something on a website I thought was interesting. These two little metal dome-shaped mini tactiles. They fit right in the card, and so I drilled those holes out a little bit more and put some green accent LEDs right there. So this one is powered by a 7.4 volt 14500 lithium-ion battery pack, which also has a quick connect on it. So if this is bought by somebody that wants to use it as a custom accessory, they can unscrew the pommel. A little shake here. Grab hold of the speaker very carefully. Just pull it out. Set it aside. And give it a little shake. Out comes the rechargeable battery pack. And there's a little quick connector right there. Put it back in. Just like so. It has to overlap itself or it's not going to go back in there properly. Reinsert the speaker. Uh-oh. Stuck. There we go. Reinstall the pommel. Well, this didn't have very long of a run time, but it also only took about an hour, 45 minutes or so to recharge it. So it's freshly charged. Let's go ahead and power it up. Just pull the key out. The font that I have currently on the SD card is Mad Cow's Revenge. I went with that because I decided to use a Luxeon III Red orange LED that's been sitting in my parts bin for a while. There was the idle flashing. To activate it is the center button. Have the instant on enabled. Again, that's one of the things that's easily reconfigured on the SD card. And there's a other flashing accent LED. I'm still working on that. It's blinking a little too fast for my taste. I have to change that. It's pretty responsive. Blade I have for this is white TCSS trans white. It's 36 inches long, 34 inches exposed with a bullet-shaped tip. I gotta say, I like this font. Mad Cow does an excellent job with that. So, one other thing I want to show, and before you do this, is you always want to make sure that you put your kill key back in. Grab it hard, right there, and unscrew the emitter. This is how you access the main LED for changing the color. Real simple, just pull it out. There it is, Luxeon III Red, orange. Unplug it. And then, I'm not sure how well this is going to show on the camera, but down in there, you can see the SD card is on the right hand side there, just above those screws. To take that out, just kind of reach in there with your finger. I use my fingernail, what little I have, and just push it in to unhook it. And it'll spring loose. So you just kind of reach down in there, for a needle nose. Voila, pulls right out. Piece of cake. Put it back in, you do the same thing. Just gotta make sure you can see what you're doing. There we go. I usually use my finger to put it back in and plug it back in. And hear it click. Reinstall your LED. Now you have to, if you're changing to a different voltage and current requirements for a different LED, you'd have to take that SD card out and alter your configuration settings. Because what it will do is when it restarts, it will go right back to the last setting it had. And if you're feeding, like this one is, getting approximately 1500 milliamps, you don't really necessarily want to do that with, say, a red P4. If you were to put a red P4 in there, it would blow that in an instant, probably. So there we have it. There is from Saber 36. The sensitivity for the swing set pretty high, because it's the newer, has the newer ball bearing sensors on it that I may have suggested are a little stiff, so it's going to sit here and play swing sounds because of the volume level and the resonance. But that's okay. I'm not one of those people who cares about that. I don't usually have them sitting turned on like this anyway. Usually if it's turned on, I'm using it as a custom accessory or just playing around with it. So, there we have it. It's Chrome Saber 36. Been a long time in the finishing. So you can look for it possibly for sale on the fxsabers.com forums under the lightsabers section of the Trade Federation by Jay-gon Jinn. So, till next time, have fun with your sabers, and Jay-gon out.